The same island in Indonesia that was devastated by a deadly earthquake and tsunami is dealing with another natural disaster. A volcano erupted earlier today, spewing a massive cloud of ash into the sky. Natasha Fata is here with details. What do we know at this point, Natasha?
Rashmi, as though the residents of the island of Sulawesi didn't have enough to deal with, they now have to deal with the aftermath of this volcano erupting unexpectedly. Let's show you some of the images that we have of that volcano erupting. So we know that a massive column of ash and smoke went up into the air, 6,000 meters into the air. Now, this is in an area where they're already dealing with so much. And it's not exactly where the earthquake and tsunami took place, but they're close enough. So let's show you, let's situate where these two things happened. You see where the tsunami took place because that's where the earthquake epicenter is. That's in the rings of yellow. And then you see that ripple effect of all the aftershocks. On the other side, just a few days later, on that same island, the volcano erupts today. So what one of the scientists who works for the federal government of Indonesia said is that, in fact, the volcano eruption might have been triggered as a result of the earthquake. So not only did the earthquake happen, which led to the tremors and multiple aftershocks, then that huge column of water beating onto the side of the island, taking at least 1,400 lives with it and destroying multiple communities. But now it might have also triggered this volcano. So we continue to watch and see how the island will recover.
And what is the latest with the earthquake and tsunami recovery efforts there?
Well, it's, as you can imagine, a national priority. The president went to Sulawesi again today. This was his second visit in less than a week because there's been so much devastation. So he went there and he has appointed his vice president to really be in charge. Now, as a result of that, the military is also taking a key role in this. 6,000 people, whether they be police or military representatives or just plain government facilitators, have gone to this island to try and make sure all the aid and supplies get to where they need to be. But there is so much that needs to be done. When that wall of water hit on the weekend, it took down mosques and churches, schools and communities, the infrastructure, the buildings, the bridges. So there is so much to dig out of, and there are still people digging out for looking for their loved ones, despite the fact that the likelihood of them surviving is so minimal. There was one man today who went out to a school looking for his son, even though officials say it's very unlikely that any children would have survived in that school. He's digging through the rubble, he's looking, and he's not the only one. Many people, hundreds of them, are in scenes like what you're seeing on your screen right now, hoping that they might find their loved one, many of them using social media to get pictures out. Maybe their loved one survived and they're just in a different location and they can't communicate with their families. We continue to see how the story will develop.
Thank you, Natasha.
You're welcome.